New York Fashion Week just wrapped up, but this year there was a whole new intelligent designer looming over the runway. Artificial intelligence. I'm going to talk about that. But listen, if you think what happens on those runways doesn't affect you, think again. For most Americans, Fashion Week can, feel distant and exclusive, irrelevant. But what happens in New York, it quietly determines what you wear, what fills the stores, what defines our culture across the country. And the fashion industry is a major driver of this economy in ways that you may not even realize. The industry generates so much money for the economy. It supports all kinds of jobs in design and manufacturing and media and retail. And at the same time, it's shaping our style. But here's the thing. With AI, are machines going to be running the whole show now? From designing clothes to analyzing trends, predicting what consumers will want. I mean, we're already seeing it. But are humans about to be replaced? This is an example. In one industry, could it affect others? So I wanted to bring on somebody to give some perspective on this and what we should be thinking about. I said, I think I got the perfect person. My brother. That's right. Jarrod Weber is the global president of sports and lifestyle at Authentic Brands Group. It's a global brand development platform that manages over 50 world-famous brands, including Reebok, Champion, Brooks Brothers. I got a chance to catch up with him earlier tonight. All right, thanks for coming on. I immediately regret this. You look too good for TV right now. They're going to fire me and give you my job. Does everybody see what he looks like right now? Oh, my gosh. But thanks for coming in. I appreciate it.
Thanks for having me. It wasn't too long ago I was changing your diapers. Now you have your own television show.
I learned last year, and I feel good about that.
Congratulations.
Okay, thank you. I want to talk right about this because I don't think a lot of people realize how important the fashion industry is to the economy, affordability. It's a big subject matter. Can you just explain to people who don't know why the fashion industry is so important to the American economy?
Simply, it's a $2 trillion industry that employs over 300 million people on a global basis, all the way from supply chain, retail. It's incredibly important to the economy. It's huge.
But your company is very specific. Your company does something that no other company does, right? It's a licensing company, and it also owns the name, image, and likeness of celebrities.
Yes, our company, Authentic Brands Group, is a global platform, a brand management company. We own over 50 brands doing north of $38 billion of retail. Everything from Brooks Brothers, Nautica, Aeropostale, Lucky, Billabong, Quicksilver. We also own entertainment properties, as you mentioned. We're partners with Shaquille O'Neal, David Beckham, Kevin Hart. We own the estate of Elvis Presley, Marilyn Monroe.
Okay, you're showing off. You're showing off. You're showing off. And look at this. We have the graphics and everything. Here's the part. And I want to get to this. I want to get to Fashion Week and talk about it.
Sure.
This came out, I think it was this week, last week, about AI, okay? Obviously, AI is changing everything. Now, it's affecting the fashion industry. So as much good as it's doing and employing so many people, they're saying AI now can take care of design. It can take care of merchandising. It can take care of tracking. How much is AI going to replace humans? Or is it a very specific industry, the fashion industry?
It's a great question. It's the right question. I will tell you, Authentic Brands Group has been at the forefront of AI. We developed our own proprietary platform where we took the best artificial intelligence from across the world and used it for our own proprietary software to make us better and more efficient. I would tell you, and I would tell your viewers, those people that are afraid that AI is going to take over their jobs, don't worry. Our chairman, Jamie Salter, has a great quote. He says that AI is magic, but you can't perform the magic without the magicians. And that's what the employees are. They're making you more, AI is making you more efficient, smarter, more productive, but it's not in lieu of, it's in addition. You and I are movie guys. You know the movie, The $6 Million Man? We're going to make them better, faster, stronger. That's what it is. It's giving our employees and our executives superpowers.
So it's not like you're going to have a robot just saying we all dress like the Jetsons in 10 years and everybody dresses the same?
Well, hopefully one day we'll all dress the same so I don't have to focus on matching these different colors of shades of blue.
That took a while. Look at that. Look at that. They're all very up close. They're all different. Not everybody realizes that. It looks good.
I'll tell you, it's funny. Einstein, he made it easy. He dressed the same way every day. But I'll tell you, I don't believe that one day there's going to be a global uniform. But with that said, no matter what, individuality always trumps conformity.
Yeah.
So even if there is, if I'm going to entertain the conversation of a global uniform one day and everyone dresses the same, people want to customize. So when you look at it, I'm sure if that happens one day, one group of people are going to want to buy luxury fabrics. That's Loro Piana, Brunello Cucinelli. Another group of people are going to want to buy more aspirational brands like Brooks Brothers or Nautica or Vince, and more attainable brands like Adrian Vittadini. But the fact is there's always going to be people's individual style and presence, and that'll entertain itself in the form of fashion.
So in other words, when I go on social media and I see that there's this Sea Dance company that's making new movies and it's creating these new content, You're saying when it comes to design, when it comes to our culture, when it comes to style, there's always going to be a human being behind it. They're going to lead the forefront.
As our father would say, there's no substitute for good taste. You need people with great taste, great quality, using that AI, again, not in lieu of, but in addendum to help them make them more efficient.
I wanted to ask you about Fashion Week. So you and I have been to a number of fashion shows.
Yes, we have.
I don't think people realize they spend all those months,
millions
of dollars for like 7 minutes in a show. Now, it's fun. You show up, you wear sunglasses inside. It's like the one excuse you're allowed to do it. Why is it important, though? For people who are not in New York, does this actually set the trends? Why are fashion shows actually important to the fashion industry and the fashion economy?
At the end of the day, it's not the most efficient way for brands to showcase their products, because they could do that at the showrooms in New York City or their showrooms in Paris. What it is, and what your viewers should understand, is it's a marketing exercise. What better way to create excitement for the consumers than to have the press and all these celebrities come and showcase what your product is for the next season? It is a great way to create enthusiasm and excitement for your product. It's the sizzle. That's what that is.
Okay, I like it.
It's marketing.
All right, before I let you go, what's the trend? Where are we going? Baggy jeans, skinny jeans, colors, not colors. What are you seeing?
I see out there for every single person has their own taste, their own level of comfort, security, and we've got, in Authentic Brands and in terms of the overall industry, we've got everyone covered. Everyone. And I'll tell you one other thing that's important to note. You don't think about it, and people are going to laugh at home. Our industry is filled with geniuses. Geniuses. When you think about it, Apple, they come up with a new product line once every year, once every 2 years. The automotive industry comes out with new offerings for cars once every 5 years, 10 years. Our industry is creating new product every quarter, every 3 months. So whether it's baggy jeans, whether it's slim fit jeans, whether it's wide lapels, whether it's thin lapels, we've got you covered, and we're coming up with creative new ways to excite you and create the want. And that's what we do.
I love it. But what's the one thing you hate, real quick? What's one thing guys can't wear?
Guys cannot wear a tuxedo without wearing socks. You have to wear socks.
I love it.
And no pale feet.
No pale feet. I love it. All right, Jarrod Weber, my brother. I got to grow my hair. Look at it. It looks so good on camera.
I'm proud of you. Congratulations.
Thank you. Love you. Thank you so much.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.